Hi everyone, am I audible? Quickly confirm in the chat. So it would be much helpful. Okay. Yeah. So how are you all guys doing today? It's Wednesday, right? How was your Wednesday? Mine was not so good. Okay. So we'll just wait for another 5 minutes and then we'll start with the session. All right. Nikhil, nothing happened. Like it, I was just busy with my work, and there was a lot of work today. So bugs and no production fixes. Yeah, right. So we'll just start in a while. Let's let everyone come. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So okay. So hi guys. My name is Prakshal Shah, and I will give you my introduction in a while. All right. Before that, I just want to have some brief idea like what you are all guys doing in your routine life. Like you are a developer or you are no, from non-IT background or anything from your side. I want to hear from your side. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Pratyush says is no non-IT degree student, testing engineer, non-IT, automation developer, non-IT background. Okay, cool. So there are lots of people which is from non-technical background, right? Associate non-IT Shreya says again, briefly known with Python. Okay, cool, 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 awesome, awesome. All right. So there are lots of people. Okay, they are no enthusiastic of learning this technologies. Associate software engineer, that's great. PHP developer. So here, no technical guys comes in. Intern as a Android developer, that's great. Teaching and computer science student, that's great, that's great. All right, civil engineer. So there are lots of people, okay, today online. So we'll start from today onwards. I don't know, like you guys have not covered anything till now, okay? I hope you all have gone through the induction part, right? है ना? So this is your ultimately this is your first class in the from the re level. Am I right? है ना? Okay, okay, cool. So okay, so don't worry, you are in a very good hands. Let me just briefly introduction, like give my introduction to you. Who am I? What I do in my routine life, and what my role is. Okay, and what we will the most important thing what we will gone through in this entire course. Okay, and after this course, what you will gain from this. Okay. So yeah, my name is Prakshal, as I already told you, and I've been teaching and I've been doing this software engineering thing from since last 7 to 8 years, and I have a very vast experience. Initial from the initial days, I was associated with a lot of a lot of freelancing companies and a lot of .NET technologies also. All right, so I'm pretty much sure that you all use these particular kind of applications in these websites every day. It can be either your food delivering app. Okay, it could be your food delivering app. I'm not telling the exact names. I will not tell the exact name of the company due to the NDA compliances. It is a compliance in which we cannot reveal our client's name. Okay, so it could be your food delivering app, it could be your wallet app, it could be your no the shipment related app. And another thing that I've worked on majorly, that is your insurance domain. I am pretty much sure that you are aware about this domain, like pretty much aware about this insurance domain. So you can also, book your insurance, each and every insurance online. It the entire process could be on online. All right. So I've worked on this kind of domains till now, and I have vast experience in this. And right now, I'm also working with a company called as Software Solution, and this I'm working as a Node.js, and I'm working as a Monstack developer basically. That is M stands for MongoDB, E stands for Express, R for React, and Node for like N for Node. Okay, yeah. Good evening, people. Manoj says, yeah, I'll teach slowly. Don't worry about it. I will not jump from one concept to another concept, so don't worry about it. Vikas, I will use English, no, but not much, because a lot of guys here who can also be from southern part of India, so it will not be a much preferable option, but I will use it. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, your very first class. So are you all guys excited? To be honest, okay, we'll learn each and everything which I have mentioned till now. Like this is a Mon stack. This is called as Mon stack. I'll explain each and everything in detail to you. Okay, so don't worry about this. You will not find any kind of issues with this. I just want one commitment from you guys, from every one of you. Okay, I think so. There is around 90 to 100 people in this class. I just want one commitment from you, and then after you can ask me anything. Okay, is it fair? Okay, I just want one commitment from you, that I'll just tell you that you will find 100%, you will find your desired goals. It could be your the career goals of yours. Like for an instance, if you are joined from in this re-level class. Okay, so uh, anybody can tell me, like, can you see my screen right now? Hannah, you can see my screen, right? I'm not sure. Okay, so let me just tell you. I just want one commitment. If you have any kind of particular goal in your life, like you have joined this class, right? This re-level class. So your goal could be to land up in a very good company. It could be, very good companies like re-level has partnered with, such as CRAD or Lenscard, or many companies are there, which is really good nowadays. And you can also find good companies from the re-level. Okay, you can clear the re-level test, and you can land up in the your desired job. But what the thing I want from you, every one of you, is whatever you will teach, whatever I'll teach in every class, whatever I'll teach in every class, you have to be thorough in this. So after the class, you will have the recordings. In each and every class, you will have the recordings. All right. Okay. So try to watch this recording at least once. If it's an important class, then twice. But make a habit that you will understand each and every concept from uh, sorry, Rahul says, can you please darken the color? I'm not getting you, Rahul. Let me just first complete what I'm just telling you is, whatever you want in your life, it could be your land up in your desired job. I just want one commitment from you, that you have to be make sure, like you have to make sure that after each and every class, you have to revise that class. Okay, at least once you have to revise the class, or the class could be more important, such as DSA class or Node or React or those kind of class, busy class, you have to revise this twice. Whichever homework or whichever assignment you will be given, you have to complete that. And if for those guys who don't know, we have a TA facility. TA, that means teaching assistants. Okay, if you have any kind of problem in understanding of any concept, or you want any guidance from anyone, okay, so that you can grow in your particular domain, so you can ask to TA. There are lots of TA in this class as well. Okay, they can also help you after this class. You can just ask. Okay, am I clear with this till now? Everyone with me? Everybody? Okay. Okay, I'll dark the pen color. Just a second. Give me just 1 minute. Okay. You can see my entire screen now. Am I okay? Like, can you see my screen now? Entire screen, right? Okay. Okay. So just give me another 1 minute. Okay. So I'll just bear with me for a moment. For a moment. Okay. I'll not take any question from now. I'll just tell you. Then after you can post your questions. All right. Everyone, can you see my screen now? There is a whiteboard. You can see the whiteboard. No? Okay. Okay. So what I was telling you is after each and every class, just bear with me just for 5 minutes. Okay. I think the pen color is dark now, right? Okay. People can. Are you okay with the pencil color? है ना? Can you see the pencil color, right? All right. So whatever I will teach in the class, the first point, my very first point is whatever I'll teach in the class, you have to revise the concept. Okay. Irrespective of what, you have to revise the concept. No matter what goes on in your life, in your personal life, or in your professional life, whatever it is, you have to revise the class no matter what. This is the first and foremost condition of mine. Second condition of mine is, if you have any doubt, you can either ask doubt either to me in the class, or after class if you have doubt, then you have a teaching assistant facility. You can ask him or her as many as doubt you want. Am I okay till this point? Bharat, you can ask your like a Rereval team. They will assign the TA to you, or in this class also the TA is there. Okay, you can just ask to the member. Okay, everyone with me till now? Everyone? There's 100 people in this class. Exact 100 people. Okay. Okay. The third thing that I want in this class, we will learn two things, like two mode of things we will learn. One is theoretical, second is practical. We'll learn these two things because without practical, like only theoretical knowledge if you have, the practical would, like if you don't have, there's no sense of learning, right? And you just know the practical thing. If you don't know the theoretical thing, there and again there's no sense of learning. So you have to make a fine balance between all these two, like theoretical as well as a practical. Okay, we learn this two entire thing, but I hope you are like those who are no from the computer background, you can relate with me with this particular thing, the tutorial loop. What this tutorial loop is, if you want to learn anything such as, like for an example, if you want to learn React, okay, you will go on the YouTube, you will find lots of videos in the on the based on the React, and you will learn that. Okay, but Shivam, you have not missed it. Okay, don't worry. If you want to learn the React or any kind of technology that you don't know, you will just go on YouTube or any other course like Udemy or any other course, and you will learn it from the tutorial. Then you will implement that thing by seeing this tutorial video. You will end up another tutorial, another tutorial. You will just see what the tutorial guy is doing in the video. You will not learn anything new. Okay. So what I want from you is, after we learn the theoretical thing, we will do hands on the practical thing. After we complete all these two things, we'll also see some practical scenario where you can implement that. Okay, but I want you to put like to get your hands dirty from your own self also. Like you have to learn this two entire thing from your own self also. See, I'll just tell you one story that's interesting story. uh who is the superpower right now? Which country is superpower right now? US, right? America? Russia? No, Russia is not. Right now, who is superpower? I just want this answer. Simple. ठीक है? America. ठीक है? That is USA. Okay? USA is a superpower. Can anybody tell me why this country is superpower? ऐसा तो क्या स्पेशल है कि वो सुपर पावर है अभी? क्योंकि वो जो भी बोले हम लोग करते हैं. Like every other country is doing what US is saying. Economy. Okay, that's a good point. Good point. Hariharan, I guess Hariharan has pointed out the economy, politics, people's army economy, technology, advance in technology, economy and military, Silicon Valley, okay, resources, technology, education, rights, okay. So a lot of guys is saying many things, but the core fundamental thing behind all of point, like every other point which you have guys mentioned, is the economy. Okay. Now the question comes, like how can we strong our economy? Like if anyone, if any country wants to strong their economy, what should they do? Like just we just see this example of USA only, what they are doing, what USA is doing. Trade, export, okay, GDP, okay, trade, okay, ठीक है, चलो मान लेते हैं ट्रेड. ट्रेड किस चीज का करोगे आप? कोई प्रोडक्ट का. ठीक है, ट्रेड करना है तो आइटम तो चाहिए होगा ना, प्रोडक्ट का ही करोगे ट्रेड. ठीक है. Like I'm asking you that if you want to do trade and if you want to earn money, then you have to have some product, like you have to sell some product na, that then only you will make money, right? है ना? Yes, no? ठीक है. Okay. Okay. So if you want to create a product, like if you want to create a product, product मतलब क्या होता है? Like what is product? Product means what? Service to customer? No. Anything which fulfill needs. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know who gave the answer, but there's somewhat similar. Like Priyanshu says, anything what is needed, right? Like if you want to have anything, I will give you that. You will make, like you will give me the money, right? That's the meaning of this product. Clear? That's the meaning of this product. Now, think about this country, USA. USA has Facebook. USA has Google. USA has Netflix. List goes on and on and on. Every day in Silicon Valley, there are many companies like Apple. How can we forget the Apple? Okay. Many companies like Microsoft as well. Many companies, many $1 trillion companies, they are from USA. Okay. So what we can learn from this is, and yeah, think about our country, like India. Although right now we have like many products, but we are dealing with services. If I want to give you example, give me one company. Give me the biggest, like top company of IT sector in India. TCS, yes, TCS and Infosys. So TCS and Infosys, what they are? Service based or product based? Like they are giving you service or they are product based? Service based, right? Okay. Give me like I'll just tell you one another background from this that will be correlated with this entire story. It's not completed till now, so bear with me. So, if you want to create a home, like I'm a developer, I'm earning a good amount of money right now. I just want to create a new home for my family and my me. Okay, what I'll do, I'll hire a designer, I'll hire a good architect. ठीक है, I'll hire a good civil engineer. ठीक है, यही तो करूंगा ना मैं. If I want to create a good home, if I want to develop a home, then I'll do this only. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Rahul says Infosys, TCS have clients from India or outside. Like they have clients from both. They have clients from entire world. They are really big company. I'm not denying that they are no small companies. They are really really big companies. Even TCS is right now targeting. I don't know you guys are aware about this or not. TCS is right now targeting to become a world's right now. It's Accenture in service based. Okay, TCS is targeting in that level. They TCS and Infosys are really big companies, really big companies. If you know dealing with the stock markets also, you are known with these facts. But I'm not denying that. I'm just telling you that how what's wrong with our country and what's wrong with like what's gone good with another countries. And if you want to know be good as an individual, then you have to understand this entire story. You have to understand. Then only you can become a good developer, good person. You have to target this. Okay. So I was saying you that if I want to create a good home, then I will hire a designer, I'll hire an architect, I will hire a civil engineer. Okay, these three guys will pretty much do my entire thing, entire job. Okay, designer will give me the design, architect will do his job, civil engineer will also do his job, like which place is like in where they will do their job only. After this three guys effort, they'll create a map that see people, we have to do first we have to do this, second we have to do this, third we have to do this, list goes on, and then we have to like as a output we can create a good home. Okay, till now everyone with me? Till now everybody with me? यही तो होगा ना, like this is a practical thing. Give me a thumbs up, I'll understand. Clear? Okay, good. ठीक है. तो इन लोगों ने प्लान दे दिया, they have created a map. If you follow those map, you can land up in a good home. Now question comes, between this between this educated people and between this product a home, there is a map. Okay, you have to implement this map anyhow. Okay, so you will like anyone from this guy, like most probably the civil engineer guy will hire a contractor. Contractor will have lot of labors, like hundreds, thousands of labors. They'll work day and night, they'll create this home. Okay, this will be done, right? Then why you are saying no? Any doubt you have? यही तो होगा ना. Like they'll hire a contractor. Contractor will have a lot of labors will work and then create a new home. ठीक है. Then can you please brief me in the chat? I'll wait for you. If you have a particular doubt, then you can post it, no matter what. It's okay, I'll give the answer from that. It was mistake. Okay, fine, no problem then. It's okay, that happens, all right. It's okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, clear. ठीक है. तो uh, between this home and this people, there is a map. You have to follow those map through this labor. Okay, they'll do their job. But if you think this entire thing, who is the mastermind here? Who's the mastermind here? Contractor is not a mastermind. Laborers are obviously not a mastermind. Masterminds are this. They'll earn more money. Even they are no, they have used their brain less, but they will make more money. Anybody like designer or civil engineer or architect, like these three guys will ultimately create more money compared to contractor and labor. Clear? Am I right? है ना? Cool. Okay, so now the main crux of this story comes. If you think about USA, think about a Facebook, just one product. We'll just take an example of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg has idea about this Facebook, like somewhat in 2004 or 2002. I don't know exact year, but he has this idea in his mind. He has designed it, he created it, he launched it, and we have used it. Like we consumed Facebook, we consumed this because it has a lot of features which is impactful in our life, and we created this Facebook. Right now it's profitable, like they create a lot of hell amount of money, they are creating a lot of money. Okay, so the thing is, Facebook doesn't think about that I have to give service to this client. This client want this, so I have to give service to him. They will not think about it. They will just create the thing, they will sell it, that product. They will not give service to others. Okay, they will not give service to others. They will create the product and they will tell you that you have to use this because my product is really good. Now if you search in YouTube or in Google, just search about Facebook या फिर Google, they are spending lot of amount in R&D sector. R&D, that means research and development. They are spending millions and trillions amount of dollars in this particular thing, R&D. If you think about like companies like Vivo or Apple, they are also spending a lot of amount in R&D. Okay, Nishant. Okay, Nishant says how they will sell. Can you elaborate? Okay, so I was saying Nishant कि Facebook ने कोई product बनाया, तो Facebook has a like great people, like great audience, right? So they will ultimately tell us that you have to use this product. Like suppose for an example, Facebook has marketplace. Did anybody tell you that you have to use marketplace in Facebook app? You will have those icon of marketplace and you will use it because Facebook has back of it. If we can see in the technology, the React, okay, React is backed by Facebook, so it has a lot of good supporters right now. They have vast community in the React compared to other things like Vue and other things. Vue.js has less amount of community compared to React. We'll see in the future, don't worry about it. But I'm telling you all and all that people, those okay, what exactly is R&D? I'll just I'll just explain this, Rahul. Just bear with 2 minutes. I just joined. Can anybody tell me, give them idea? Okay, what we are discussing. Ekta, you have not missed anything, but you have missed a lot of things. Please watch recording because I just have mentioned about how to learn. Like I'm just about to explain that. Don't worry, just be with me. Okay, research and development. I'll just tell you what does this mean. Priyanshu, they create a product which may fulfill our needs. That's why they use R&D. Okay, cool. So I was telling you that if you spend individually also, if you spend more amount of time on R&D, research and development about anything, you can research about almost anything. If you have a DSA concept, like DSA problem, DSA, that means algorithm, data structure and algorithm concept. We will just learn this in detail in each and every class. Don't worry about it. Right now I'm just telling you that don't just focus on mugging up concepts. You don't have to mug up any concept. Don't mug up any concept irrespective of what it gives you. If you can clear Google round, like Google companies round with this mugging up thing, don't use it. Don't do this. Okay? Learn the concept. First you have to learn concept. You have to implement, like practically implement from your own. Then you have to make your particular website or your application better and better, like in terms of space or in terms of loading pages or in terms of anything. Okay, so you have to make yourself better, your product better at each and every point. That's why Facebook, Google, Microsoft are earning lot of amount in comparison to service based companies, because they are creating a product, they are making differences. Am I clear with this? Then we will come to the our main point. Right now, till this point, any problem, any doubt, anything you want to ask me, do this right now. Yeah, Bharat, taking feedback from users and development on that, making focus on that, that will work. Obviously, true. Can't TCS make the similar product? They can. They can. I really hope they will. But they are right now focusing on a lot of other concepts and other things. I right now also TCS has like made like Tata has made Tata Neo app, right? You all have aware about it. So these it's also one of the most best product. So it's I'm not denying that TCS is a good or bad company. I'm not making comment on that. I am not nobody to know judge on that like that topic. But I'm just telling you that if you want to grow individually or as a company or as a person, you have to innovate, you have to discover, you have to learn the concept at a very root level. Then and then only you can grow in your life. In your life, I'm not. I'm not just bounding you to this course or to this 6 or 1 year. I'm just bounding you for an entire life. How to live and how to learn each and every concept, that is the most important thing that I can think of. Okay. And right, yeah, one more thing I can tell you that every one of you have paid some money, right, to the Relevel team, and every one of you are investing the time. So you have invested your time, you have invested your money. So make a habit that you can produce 50x from your each and every second. Do not sit idle. Do not sit idle. Ask as many as doubt you have. We'll learn each and everything in detail. Don't worry about it. Rest. Everything is with me. It's my responsibility to make you a good developer, good person. Don't about it. Don't worry about it. But I just want one commitment from you that everything that I said, you have to do that, no matter what. अर्थक्वेक आएगा, फ्लड आएगा, कुछ भी होगा, मुझे वो चाहिए तो मतलब चाहिए, ठीक है? दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट. एम आई क्लियर? कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट दिस फ्रॉम यू गाइस? ठीक है? कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट दिस एवरीवन? Please give me thumbs up or write yes in the chat comment. I will it will do the purpose. ठीक है? Everyone, people, clear? Okay, cool. So don't worry about anything. Be yourself. Learn every day, every night. If you like, every night you will go in bed. Ask yourself the question that did you learn anything in new today or not? If answer is no for sequentially 3 or 4 days continuously, then you are in a bad trouble. You have to work on yourself. Okay. Hariharan, I explained in the English also, like I explained in English only. Yeah, Deepak, please say, please ask your doubt. How Meta will change things in future? Interesting. So, see, like if I can talk about the Twitter CEO, or I can say about Tesla CEO, that is Elon Musk. They are calling the metaverse. Like Meta is right now like Facebook company, that is Meta. They are focusing on creating a virtual world that is like metaverse. They can call. A lot of people have bought virtual land in that particular metaverse also. Like if I can talk about Indian celebrities such as Diler Mehndi, he has bought 20 or 50, 25 lakhs of land in metaverse. I sure I'm not sure about it, but they have bought it in metaverse. So this is like out of the world concepts. It's also depend on no particular interest, but it will create difference in coming years for sure. Uh, Another thing, do we really use DSA in development? Yes, DSA you will use in entire, like not particular in development. You can obviously use it in development, but I can say DSA is majorly focus on you know your logic building skills. Okay, so in real life also your logic should be clear. You should solve a lot of doubts, and you should solve a particular problem of yours in minimalistic way, like it should not exceed particular time, or you can also relate it with your real life. You don't worry about it, we'll go in detail on this concept. So you will learn basic DSS and advanced DSS as well, that real level exam will ask. Okay, you will learn everything in this course. Am I clear with Deepak? Yeah, web 3.0, correct. Okay, full form of DSA is data structures and algorithms. Data structuring algorithms we call in short form it's DSA. We'll do DS in JS. Yes, we'll do DS in JS. Shall we learn MySQL in this course? Yes, we'll learn MySQL in this course, as well as we'll learn two things like relational database, that is MySQL, and NoSQL, that is MongoDB. Okay, we'll learn to this like twice of this in this course, two technologies in this course. I practice DSA on gigs or gigs, good, but unable to pass the test case. Okay, you'll learn it, how to do it. Don't worry about it, Arish. We'll just in a no first standard of the course. We'll not jump in the fifth or sixth standard. Don't worry about it. We'll go in detail. We can implement DSA with any programming language. Yes, you can. Like DSA is majorly like. Let me just tell you in detail what is DSA. So DSA stands for data structures and algorithms. Okay. So what is data structures? What is algorithm? We'll see in detail. It's basically focus on your logic building skills, as I said. So if I can say in real life problem, uh, you have like you have 10 stairs, like you have 10 steps in the ladder. You have 10 steps, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to 10. Okay, these are the 10 steps. You have to make a solution that I'm standing here, like someone is standing here. Okay, he wants to uh, climb this ladder as quickly as possible. Okay, there will be some condition will also be given that he cannot jump two step at a time, or this kind of thing. So you have to solve this problem. Like I'm just giving a hypothetical scenario. If I'll give the no the actual DSX problem, then I'm not sure how many of you can understand the concept. Okay, but this kind of thing like we'll learn it. So the data structure and algorithms are basically called as real life problems as well. You can call it. Your logic should be basically more clear with this. Your logic will be clear in this. After your logic building is clear, you can implement this in any language. It could be either on your Python or C++ or JavaScript or Java. Okay, you can implement it any language, but for now we'll use the JS, like this JavaScript we will use for our course. Okay. Okay. Where were I? Just a second. Huh. Will React will be learned here? Yeah, we'll learn React. Don't worry. We'll learn React in detail with NPM. Without NPM, also we'll look in detail, and this entire thing will just kill it. Don't worry. I know there's a basic knowledge about it. That's good, Naina. That's good. Learn Python in this course. No, will not learn Python in this. Pushpak will not. DSA is core. Yes, Sakib has point. DSA is core, sir. Okay. Without DSA, if you know focus on any service based companies, they will not ask you DSA concepts because they just want to provide services. But if you want to work with good product based companies, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Netflix, CRAD, Paytm, they all will ask this DSA problems in your first round. So if you are bad with DSA, work on this. If you are good with DSA, work more on this so that you can clear the rounds. Okay, DSA is core, hard core of any interview round. Okay, and I have taken many interviews in my life. Okay, I have taken lots of interview in my life. What I'll just ask the problem. What is the problem? I either explain them. I don't want the logic. Like I don't want the actual code of the problem. Sorry, I don't want the actual code of problem. I don't want this. I want this logic. Like just explain me in Hindi or in English. How will you solve this problem? I'm bad in Hindi, but you can relate with it. Okay, so how you will solve this problem? I just want that logic. That's all I will ask. After he's clear with the logic, then I will go in this step. Without logic, he will be rejected. If he'll completely tell me the code, I'll not select him. I want logic first, optimum logic. What is optimum logic? I'll tell you the difference between logic and optimum logic. We'll see in detail. Don't worry. Okay. So let me just tell you what is the optimum logic and logic. Logic, that means that you can tell me that this person will climb two steps at a time, and then he will land up here in three steps. Like first he will here, second step, and this third step. But I want that this is a superhuman. I just want him to complete this entire ladder in just only one step. That is my optimum solution. For now, it is not possible hypothetically, but you can think about it like this is the optimal solution because he just have to jump one time only. Okay, so this is a between logic, that there's a difference between logic and optimum logic. Okay. Okay, so your logic should be clear irrespective of any language. Don't focus on language. I just tell you one thing, don't focus on any language. Your logic should be clear. If you clear with the logic, you will kill it. You will nail in your round. Done. Okay. In real level test, the questions were from Java. No, I don't think so. That would could be on Java. We have to just check with the team. But as far as I know, they'll not ask questions from Java. I'll then, but also I'll have to ask them. I'll get back to you on this, Rahul. I'll get back to you on this. Okay, sure. Uh, Swikar Purji says, "Are structured database really use today's complex apps too?" Structured database, that means you want to say relational database such as MySQL and MS SQL, those kind of things, Oracle. If yes, then yeah, many apps like banking sector, they will use the structured and transactional database, that is MySQL and MS SQL. But MongoDB is also widely accepted right now, so there is also one of the better alternative. Google Maps comes with the smallest route. Correct, correct. That is the most correct example of what I was explaining here. So what I have to explain that if you want to go from this place to this place, so optimal path could be this. Okay? There are many paths. You can go from this. You can go from this as well. Okay? From this as well. But the lesser part would be this. So this would be your ideal solution. So from DSA, you will end up to this. Like you have three solutions, which is the shortest and which is the most ideal solution. You have to find that. You will actually code this. Okay, you will actually code this. That's the meaning of the code, right? So DSA is core. Okay, be in your mind. DSA is core. Without DSA, nothing is possible. Okay, will we get DSA training at the advanced level? Yes, certainly you will. Amit, is DSS in any language? We will use JavaScript, but you can implement it any language. What is the Shivam says? What is the difficulty level of real-level coding round CP and DSA lead code? See, I have not attended the test to be honest, but it will not that much of tough because ultimately you have to you are clearing up the round, so it will not that much of difficult if you learn the concept properly. Okay, complete this course properly, you will not find any problem in the in your professional career as well, because I have seen a lot of students, they have cleared with this course, they have cleared with the exams, they have landed up in good job, and they are not treated as freshers because they have learned the concepts in the core level. Okay, I have taught a lot of students in many platforms, I'll not name it. Okay, so don't worry, if you learn, if you focus, if you do hard work every day, God is with you. Don't worry about anything. Okay, in the class we'll be discussing basics of front end. We'll discuss basics of front end. Yeah, we'll somewhat we will discuss the basics but not in detail because this is a purely back end development. Okay, I don't get anything till now, so because I think you have just now joined. If not, I'll just repeat it for you. Just comment down one more time, I'll just explain those particular things which you are not understanding in detail. Okay, just tell me the topic, what you want me to speak. Okay, Mongo, Express, React, and Node, Monstack. So this all will be taught here. Yeah, yeah, it will be taught here. Atish, will system design and OS topic will be covered here. System design, somewhat level of the system design will be covered. OS, I'm not sure. DBMS in this course, yes, database will learn database in this. After this course, can we clear the DSA round of product based companies? For sure you will clear it, we will kill it. I'm telling you, will kill it. Okay, can you repeat once again which thing Telangana you want me to repeat? Buddha Reddy says, can you please tell me what all we will learning here? Yeah, we'll go in detail on this, don't worry. Optimize logic, please explain again. Okay, I'll explain. What is pseudocode? I'll explain that. Dijkstra's algorithm is one of the DSA concept. Will DSA taught from the scratch? Yes, it will be taught from the scratch. Are you working in product based company or service based? See, I'm right now I'm based on I'm doing multiple things all together. So I cannot tell you one exact thing that's product or is service based. But I'm doing lots of things together. I'm just telling you to do the same only, because then only you can learn and you can grow in your entire life. Okay, it's you just don't restrict yourself from like 2 to 5 years. Think about like next 10 years. Blockchain will be the future, cryptocurrency will be the future. Okay, banking sector will be the on the boom. So you have to learn this. Like blockchain will also use internally node. So if you properly learn node.js, then you will also go in the blockchain, you can explore that as well. Okay, there are many possibilities on that. SQL, that means structured query language. SQL, that means it's one of the database term. We'll learn what is this. Okay, don't worry. You don't need any prior knowledge, to learn this course. Okay, highest package is given by which company? It depends on like candidate. It's not depend on the company, Rahul. So it will depend on the no candidate, how good you are in the particular concept. In rival test, will we learn, we have to both front end and back end. I think you just need to do the back end only, because you are targeting back end development course. Okay, but we'll see in the detail in the structure. Okay, are we going to learn TypeScript? Little bit, not too much, because TypeScript will not use that much of things. Okay, OS, that means computer network logic are necessary? No, no. Yeah, network. Yeah, it's needed, huh? Atish, it's needed, it's needed. DSA in JavaScript language, what that mean? So like whatever we have explained in this, suppose you have to implement this logic. Okay, you have to implement this logic. You can write this particular logic in many language like Python, C Sharp, JS, Java. So we'll, for this course, we'll choose this JavaScript as our writing code language. Okay, we'll write this logic in this language. So if I'll tell you like greet me. Okay, who has asked this question? uh Deepa. So if I'll say Deepa, just say hi to me in Hindi. So what will you say? कि आप कैसे हो, right? So this language barrier is that, but the meaning is same. ठीक है? If you say in English hi how are you, or if you just say in Hindi like आप कैसे हो, तो दोनों का मतलब तो सेम ही है, right? Both the things means the same. That's the same thing here. If you write in any language, the meaning would be same, just language is difference. Just the language is different. Okay, for now we'll just use JavaScript. Okay, yeah, we'll learn on entire Mon stack, Tapasvi, don't worry. What is the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript? We'll learn it, Navneet, don't worry. Because if I'll say right now, many students are from non IT background, they will not understand this. So we have to go with the scratch. We have to go with the first standard. Then will go in the college. Okay, DSA is tough. No, it's not tough. It's just matter of like how you see the things. You will if you focus well, if you attend every class, if you revise the classes, if you solve the problem on your own in lit code, in gigs or in any particular platform, you will end up in a good zone. You will not face this kind of problem that TS is tough. Don't ever say this. Can refer any book for source for computer network. Let's just not go in that area. When the class will start from the beginning, like today only, we'll just start in 10 minutes, don't worry. Okay, programming part, I think next class will be fine. We'll see. This course skill used in own startup and business. You can implement anything you want in this. Okay, what will you teach? Okay, so yeah, let us start with today's class. See, I'm not a great fan of just a second. Okay, can you see the screen? Can you see the slides? Okay. Okay. So we'll learn the basic thing first. What is software engineering? What is this term means software engineering? What is the backend development? We'll learn this from today. Okay. 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 Just a second. Okay. Am I audible now? Is it okay? I think there's some problem with the platform. Okay. I'm audible, right? Okay. So we learn this software engineering. What is backend? So can anybody tell me what does this term software means? What is this software? What does this software means? Piece of code, application, okay, internal parts, okay, a set of program that perform some work for us, okay. Name some software. I just want 5 or 6 names of software that you are using on a daily basis. WhatsApp, Chrome, YouTube, WhatsApp, Firefox, Instagram, Slack, Excel, Facebook, Twitter. Cool. Okay. So what does software means that it will have some interface. Okay. In this particular interface, you will see some icons or some UI. You will see some UI. Okay. You will see in the front end. This is called as front end. Whatever you will see, this is called as front end. So for an example, if we will go in Flipkart, let me share my screen. Let me know once it's visible. It's visible. Okay. So we'll go in the Flipkart. This is a Flipkart website. Okay. In this Flipkart website, you are seeing this particular things. So there is a button to log in. There is a drop down. Okay. This is a drop down. There is another panel. There is a slide bar also. You know, there is a deals of tape on corner. Some navigations also here. Okay. So you are seeing this particular thing in your front, like up front. You are seeing this particular things. Voice is not audible. Everyone, am I audible? I'm audible. So please refresh those. Chandu, please refresh. I'm audible. Okay. So this is called as front end. Like for an example, I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll just copy this and okay. So this was what you have seen today. Okay, you are seeing this particular thing that is called as search bar. There are many buttons. There are many things that you can do. Okay, so this is called as your front end. Whatever you are seeing, that is called as your front end. Okay, in this particular page, if you see, you are seeing this WhatsApp. What is software engineering plus what is B? This particular text. So you are seeing this. This is called as front end. Okay. Now, what does the thing if I'll do in this Flipkart website? If I'll click on this login, now it's asking me the email ID, it's asking me my password, then I have to click on login. Okay, so it is responsive. Okay, so ये responsive है. Like it's interactive, we can say it's interactive, like it's interacting with me, it's asking some input of mine, it's just not doing some static website, it's not a static website. Okay, so what does the like in the past, in the 90s, in the 90s, the internet, what has boom, like the www bubble, you if you have heard of, everyone are you are heard of this www bubble. Shivam, like just hold on people, Shivam is asking that how projects look without front, because we are not going to learn front end development. Okay, so Shivam, please hold on for some time, I'll explain each and everything in detail, but for now, just the sake of you have asked, I will cover this topic in just 2 minutes, if I will not, just remind me. Okay Shivam, I hope this okay. The Arpit, static website is, what is static website? तो स्टैटिक वेबसाइट मतलब क्या होता है कि I'll just say you that this is my name, like your name is Arpit, and here in the big font, my name is Arpit. Imagine this is a Chrome page. This is a Chrome page. You are saying this. You are. This is the only thing that is visible in your screen. Now, what you can do with this? You can just see this. No, you cannot do anything in this. So this is called as static web page. Arpit, this is clear? Yeah, web. What is www bubble? I will explain that. Unresponsive. In single page, every content static means okay. News companies gone online. Yeah. Web page without backend. Okay. Now, people, please complete. Like, let me complete this. Okay. Fine. So I was explaining key in the 90s. In the 90s, like 1995, or I'm not sure the year, between 1995 to 1999, in the USA, the tech companies was at a boom. There were many tech companies, they were using internet, but the internet was of www dot like 1.0. Right now we are talking about web www dot like 3.0. At that time it was 1.0. So what is this 1.0? That means this this static website was the best example of www 1.0. ठीक है, best example of, then after this www 1.0, people use their mind and they started solving problems. That means in the banking, tremendous amount of banking in the world right now, there are a lot of banks are there right now, they all went online after this bubble, www bubble. ठीक है, bubble means nothing but a hype, like or everybody will talk about this hype, that is called as bubble. Like right now we can call as cryptocurrency bubble, like everybody is talking about it. ठीक है, so it's in the hype, that means this is a bubble. ठीक है. So many sector went online, such as banking, like the shipment or the shopping. ठीक है. Then what, the real estate also went online. You can buy and rent your home online with due to the help of the magic bricks and 99 acres. ठीक है. So if everybody is going online, we have the problem of the data. If I give the estimate to you, like I'm just explaining right now why you have enrolled for the course backend engineering, right? That is the software engineering course. ठीक है. So what is the need of this, why you are learning this? I'm explaining that every time you are learning anything new, ask this question: why do I need to learn this software engineering thing? Okay. So after the sectors went online, there were the flood of the data. So right now if I can talk about, जब से इंटरनेट स्टार्ट हुआ है तब से लेके आज तक, when internet got released, from that day to the 2016, if I can talk about 2016, this much of data, ये जितना data था ना, suppose we can say x, we are producing this x in each and every 4 month. So data is really essential and data is vital thing right now, and it's crucial to handle this kind of thing, like 4x amount of data we are producing each and every day. This x is in the petabyte. There is a megabyte, gigabyte, then there is a terabyte, and then there is a petabyte. Lots and lots of crores of this petabyte is developed and stored in the cloud environment each and every second, each and every minute. Till now, I'm clear. Till now, am I clear? Everyone, please respond. ठीक है. Now, let's go one step ahead. I told you we are creating lots of data each and every second, lots of data every minute. ठीक है. Every minute we are creating lots of petabytes and terabytes of data. It's uploading and downloading each and every sector. So your job is, now your job comes in. Your job is to find the efficient data. Like if I can tell you that what, in the vacation, if I'm just giving you the live example, then we'll come on this. Okay, don't, will not miss the trick. Okay. So I'll give you the example that in your school days there were 15 to 20 books you are carrying in your school bag every day. Okay. Now when your English class came, you have to find one book of English and one textbook of English. Okay. So this two book you need to find, and from this 20 books. So it's easy, right? Because there's only 20 books. But if I'll tell you that there are 2 lakhs of books, you have to find your two books from this two lakhs of books. It's difficult, right? है ना? It's difficult. ठीक है? So if you are skilled, if you are skilled enough, if you know properly that these two books are from English and in this 2 lakhs of record, from this 2 lakhs of data, I need to find these two books. If I do this, I will find these two books very easily in minimal time, in minimal space. Okay, so from this lots of data, you need to find the suitable data. You can only find the suitable data if you know the software engineering. Software engineering is nothing but you are skilled with the storing of data. You need to store the data, you need to find the data, you need to update the data, you need to delete the data. In the software engineering term, it's called as CRUD operation. CRUD, that means create, R means read, U means update, D means delete. What is this? Don't bother about this for now. Leave it as it is. ठीक है, ये तो मैं इसलिए समझा रहा हूँ कि someone has asked what is the meaning of this. ठीक है, am I clear with this point? Up to this point, any doubt? Are you clear with this? Are you with me? And can I expect this till the end of our course, that we will learn the every concept from this way, like why we need to learn this, how we will learn this, and what is required to learn this? Am I clear? Everyone, please vote. Please give me thumbs up so that I can be sure. Someone has asked, please brief about CRUD. uh, let's just not go in that direction. We'll learn in detail, but you can think that you need to store some data. That means you have to insert, you need to create. That means the C means create, R means read. That you after the storing data, you need to read the data. That means read. U means update the data. Suppose my name is Prakshal. I want to change my name as Relevel. So I will go and update my name. That means the update. And if I want to delete my name, that means delete. So this is entirely called as CURD, create, read, update, delete. Okay. Full form is C create, R read, U update, D delete. Priyanshu, for quite a while, like I will take your classes, but I'm not sure about the end of the class, because this is a very large classes, like long term classes. But for a couple of weeks or a week, so you can expect me to take your classes. Are you enjoying learning with me? Okay. So I'm also excited. Okay. Yeah. Let's focus on the work slides now. See, I'm not a slide person. I will not teach you from the slides. I will teach from my own way. But for now, I will go through entire slides because this is our very first class. Okay. So don't worry about this. Can you give timeline for DSA? Atish, please don't will not go in that direction. Let's just first complete this, and after like in the next 15 or 20 minutes, in the last 20 minutes, we'll take the questions. Okay. For now, let's just focus on this. Okay. So for now, you have understood what is the software engineering, what is the software engineering, and what is the BE, like what is the backend. We'll look into it. Don't worry. Okay. Now, what is software development and why we need to do it? So yeah, this is a very good quote. Huh? This is a very good quote from the Steve Jobs. Like everyone should know how to program a computer because it teaches how to think. This is a really powerful line. That's somewhat relatable what I have told you in this particular to like 1 hour. Okay. If you learn the language, any language, let's say for instance Hindi. If you learn Hindi, you can communicate in Hindi. You can find a job in Hindi. You can also abuse someone from this language Hindi. It's up to you how you are utilizing it. Okay. You can do anything with every language, or we can say like software development. Like take the example of Mark Zuckerberg. Na? He thought about the social media site, he created it, he himself created it. I will highly suggest you to watch a movie called The Social Media. I'm not sure the movie, like the social media is only the line. Social media movie. Just a second. Yeah, The Social Network. Sorry, the name of the movie Social Network. Okay, this is a very awesome movie. You have to see it. If you are not getting it, if you are not getting the I know the things, then you can watch it in the subtitles as well. You can watch it in Hindi as well. But the thing is, in this movie, how Mark Zuckerberg thinks and how he had created the Facebook. This is explained in detail in this movie. It's a awesome, awesome, awesome movie. Okay, okay. So please watch it if you have some time in free time. So this is somewhat similar what he says, that if you know how to code, you can create what you are thinking. Okay, if you tomorrow if you want to develop something that from the internet only, I can be in your place in at your home through the virtual world. It can be possible. Who knows? Okay, the same thing as metaverse. People are buying land in metaverse, like virtually in virtual space. Someone is buying land, and none other than like Daler Mehndi and some other guys as well in from India. Like is also one of the famous celebrity. I forgot his name. Okay, so they are buying actual property in the. They are making investment in the metaverse. Although some people are saying it's not possible, but who knows? Like if down the line, like 20 or 30 years back, if someone says, like I watched a clip yesterday only, that in the interview, in one of the interviews in the UK, prior to 30 years, like it was from 1970 or not, I'm not sure about it. People says that through your computer, you can watch the live stream of the football match, and everyone in the room was laughing. Okay, so at that time people were laughing at that point. Now people are laughing in this particular thing, what I said earlier. So everything is possible. Just be up to date with your technologies. Clear? ठीक है. Is it enough? Will you work hard with me? है ना? Will together work hard and create something better after, like at the end of this course. It's not just about this course, yeah, but it's not just about this course. You have that fire. You have to develop that fire, that ignite in yourself, that you need to do something new, you need to something better in your life. Clear? Okay, so let's go with the software. What is the software? I think everybody know, many people says it completely true. That means that software is basically the combination of instructions and data that tells the computer how to operate or execute. So that means if I'll tell you in the Flipkart's in the Flipkart website, we saw the login, right? We saw the login in that. My voice is breaking, and for everyone, my voice is breaking. It's good, right? Please refresh the page. Subit Nath, please refresh the page. Okay. Okay. So, if I'll tell you that I have the login button, let me change this. If I have the login button here, and prior to that, if I have the two things such as, just a second, let me clear this. In the Flipkart website, we saw that that was a button like that. There was a text box in that you have to enter your email id. Your email id here, you have to enter your password, and then the button was the login. So for an instance, think about it, that you have entered your email id, you have entered your password. Now you are about to click on this login button. you are about to click on this login button. If you click on this login button, you are logged in. You will see the page of you are logged in now. You can use our site of the Flipkart. This is what the flow is right now in the Flipkart. है ना? This is the flow, right? Everyone, please say yes, no. This is the flow, right? ठीक है? Okay. So now think about the third person view. Like now, since you have enrolled with my class, so make a habit to ask the question why. So why this is happening? ठीक है? Why this is happening? Because in the backend, in the backend side, we have developed some logic that the email id, and if the email id and if the password is proper, we will tell the user or will tell the browser that this user is okay. You will allow this user, you can allow this user. ठीक है? So in the backend, this is what is happening. It will accept your email id, it will accept your password. This is something called as authentication. But those who are not understanding what is authentication, we will accept the email, we will accept the password, we will check that for an instance, we'll take the example of Nana. ठीक है? So Nana has stored, while the signing up, she has stored his email id, she has stored his password, and we have kept this in our database, so that so that while this is coming, like while the time of at the time of login, we'll check that, see, this is the Nana's email id. We'll check the password. If the password is okay, we'll check the password from the database. Okay? We'll verify. If the password is okay, then we will tell the user that yes, your password and your email ID is okay. You are now able to log in. So this is what we are doing in backend. Okay? This is called as backend development. ठीक है? तो ये चीज हम लोग डेवलप करेंगे, like we'll code this actually, so that it will do our job. So this is the example of the software. Okay, this is a particularly, you can tell that you have a set of instructions that if the password is okay, do this. If password is not, give the error message. So this is the behavioral pattern, right? This is the interaction. So this is called as like small one small functionality of the software. Clear, everyone? Okay, I'll make a poll now. I'll make a poll now. Uh, so that I will get to know that 30-second poll is there. If you have understood every concept, you are happy with this, please click on true. And if you want me to explain anything else, post down in the comment section. If you have not understood what is the like meaning of this set of instruction and how it behaves, how it operates, how it executes. ठीक है? Okay. Okay. So Manoj says, please explain again. Manoj, can you please tell me which part you want me to explain again? About this email ID and password thing? Backend. Okay. Okay. Process of backend server. Okay. Which language is okay? Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me go with my whiteboard. People, please bear with me for 5 minutes because I'm explaining this concept. So please don't ask any new question in this. After I'll get back to in this, you can ask me anything you want. Okay. Okay. So someone has asked, what is the backend engineering thing? So I had told here that is that see, this is your page, this is your browser. Okay. So yeah, let's take an example of another thing. Just a second. Okay, this was your page. Okay, this was your page. So if you click on this login button, if you click on this login button, this was your page, right? So if you click on this login button, what will happen next? We'll see. Okay. If you click on this login button, the pop-up will come. Okay, we'll take snapshot of this. We'll take the snapshot of this. We'll copy this and I will paste this here. See, it is accepting from you the email ID and number. Okay, so for an instance, now I'll take the answer of like the email ID for the Sunil. Okay, so Sunil, I'm taking your email ID. So for an instance, Sunil at the rate relabel.com. Okay, in the password, Sunil entered his password like 6 digit. Okay, it's his password. But after he clicks on this login button, in the backend side, we will check that hey, the user is Sunil. I can understand that, but the password is okay or not? Because right now, like Sunil's brother can also log in from Sunil's ID, right? But it should not be happen. The password and ID should be proper. So we'll check that this ID, this password is equal or not. If it's equal, if the answer is yes, then we will log into our system. If answer is no, we will show the error message like your password is wrong or anything like that. So we did this thing. Okay, we processed, we developed a logic. This is called as a logic. Okay, we'll do this in the backend. And someone has also asked what we will use in this backend. We will use Node.js in our backend. Okay, Sunil, am I clear with this? है ना? Can you say backend developer is software engineer? Yeah, we can say it completely. Authentication with authorization, yes. Okay. If we log in from Google on Flipkart, how things work here? I'm not getting it. Rahul, please explain in detail. Okay. Yeah, understood, right, Manoj? Okay, thank you. Is MySQL do some job in Node.js? Yeah, like not as Node.js, but we will use Node MySQL. Why? Because we need to verify the email ID and password is okay or not. So we'll first check from the database, like in the database that is MySQL. We'll first fetch this password. Then we'll compare this password to this password. If it's okay, then the answer will be yes or no. Will not go in detail, guys. This is very detail I have explained, but will not do this in the very first class. Okay? Yeah, we'll have break, Dipanshu. We'll have break for 15 minutes at like 9:30. Okay? Okay? So I'm again creating a poll. Please let me know if you have any doubt. Okay? Getting my point, everyone? Okay? Tool. Okay? Got it. Okay? Ekta, which part you want me to explain again, please? Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, by mistake. Okay, fine. So this is what the software development means in the like all and all purpose. Okay, so this is like very basic thing. No, nobody will ask you in the no interview that explain me what is software engineering thing. Okay, they can ask about the software development life cycle, which we are looking into in detail. Okay, so why we need to learn this software development thing? Okay, because as we already seen that you can create almost anything from this. Okay, there's no harm to learn this. Okay, so you have to learn this. And the most important thing is right now software engineering jobs are in like boom, like they are engineers are paid like never. They have never seen this kind of salaries in their entire life. Okay, so people from like 1 or 2 years of experience as well, they are earning a really good amount of money. They are plenty of good amount of money. Okay, So this is a really rewarding career which you have chosen. So hats off to you guys. Those who were from non-IT background, I salute to them because they have courage to learn something new. In this case, they have this software engineering thing, but the this takes courage because they have learned something else in their past life. They are learning new from this life. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Durga, it's really great that you are from background of BCom and you will learn this. It will certainly helpful to you. Don't worry. Nobody will ask the coding background from this course. From the scratch, we will learn everything new. Okay. MySQL in database and Node.js in backend language. How they can be same? They are not same. We will use MySQL and Node.js to do our task. We'll look into it, Arpit. Okay. Where MySQL is preferred over NoSQL, uh, where relational databases is not there. So for that, you need to understand what is relational database, what is NoSQL, what is database. Okay. So this will take some time. है ना? We'll look into it. How projects will look like? We are not learning front end. See, in the backend, you will create APIs, the application programming interfaces. You will create the APIs in that, and then you need to like, am I audible, right? Yeah. So you will create APIs, and you will interact this, and you will integrate it into the front end thing. You will not develop front end, but you will integrate it, and the Postman also will play a lot of part in this. We'll look into it. Don't worry. Yeah, SQL and NoSQL will both will be covered here. Don't worry. SQL, that is relational database, we'll use MySQL. In the NoSQL we'll use MongoDB. Okay, so both will be will do that. Integrate means join. Like we'll join front end with back end. That means we'll integrate front end with back end. That means technical term which is called as API. Don't worry. Nasam, ignore that term API for now. API, ignore that term for now. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. So as I said, it has a lot of money. This career has a lot of money. First and foremost thing. Second is you can create. It has a great power. You can learn anything new, anything you want. You can develop that. Okay. So it's simple. Like as I said, like static website. Okay. I said about static website. So the blogging website could be the example of static website because over there you can just see. You cannot interact with users. Okay. So I took the example of the no that person thing like my name is XXX. Okay. So I took that example. What you will do if you will just see this kind of slide, you will not do anything, right? You will just see this. This is called a static website. This is called a static website where no interaction will be there. So the blogging website is the example of the static website. Okay. Or the complex website like search engine also you can develop on this. Yes, yes, Shantanu. About page is a static website, static page. Correct. Rupesh, I'm not sure. Like I'll teach you everything. Like I have taught everything. So I will, if I will give the chance, I will teach you the e-commerce website app, web app as well. Don't worry. Hariharan, 1 year of experience in postgraduate and Oracle SQL. Is that MySQL is a different thing? No, it's like somewhat difficult, but some little bit difference are there. Will we learn Redis, AWS, or Azure? Uh, I think for now you will not learn any of this. Okay? It will have some specific purpose. So hold on for a time. Hold on for a time, people. We will develop this gradually, slowly. Let's just first focus on completely the basics. If your basic is clear, if your core is foundation is clear, your building would be huge. Okay? Okay. Can we integrate WordPress front end with the backend? No, no, no. WordPress would be not feasible in this. है ना? Okay. So as I said, like this career doesn't demand any kind of special degree or special certificate. Like Durga has become background. She has not in IT, related to IT anywhere. Many guys like her in this session. They are learning something new out of this. So this is the strength of this particular career. This will not demand any kind of special degree or special grade of from you. Yeah, you can learn from this arts from the arts department as well. Okay. Rahul, you cannot do that because it will not feasible. Like nobody is use no, you will not use WordPress in this particular session. Okay, we'll use React as a front end. We'll use backend as a node. That is it. Okay, how many years will be scope in IT? I cannot comment on this, but at least for 10 to 15 years it would be there. Okay. Okay. Let's just check this. Let me share my screen. Let's just check this. I'll just show you something new. Okay, just confirm once you see my screen. Uh, Shantanu, React or Angular, which is more easier? Both are easy, both are tough. It depends on you how you are taking it. Simple. Okay. So let's just take one more thing. Just a second. We'll take first Google software engineering jobs. Okay. See this. See these numbers. These numbers are changing each and every time. Okay. So this many jobs are there in software engineering jobs right now. So this career is really demanding. You have bright future. Okay. It would be some to face interview, but we can do it. Durga, can you repeat that? I'm not getting you. Can you please repeat that? Durga, can you please repeat your question? Okay. I think there is no question then. Okay, so I was saying that in the software engineering terms, this are the like it's only from LinkedIn. Like from the LinkedIn only, I can see this many of jobs. If you can see in entire portals, like VanHack is a portal, Naukri is a portal, Indeed is a portal, Monster is a portal. Okay, then Gigs for Gigs is also providing you the job. So there's are many portals are there. Okay, so this is just a number from LinkedIn. This will be grow eventually. Okay, it will change each and every time we will get some new number. Okay, today morning I got like 1 lakh plus number on this. Okay, so this is like very demanding and very challenging uh, things that you are right now learning. So please pay it attention in each and every classes. Sir, your face is not clear. Please can you add some light? Okay, okay. But why you need to see my face? I'm not sure why it's not clear. It was clear in prior. Okay. Twitter is all good. Yeah, it would difficult to face the interview, but we will do it. No, it is not difficult here. Durga, it's not difficult at all because you are clear with your concepts. The concepts is the main thing. Like I'm repeating this again and again. Sorry for this, but this is what is needed and this is what is required. Concept is the heart, and the DSA is also the second heart. That is all. Okay. Uh, I'm just giving you one another thing. Yeah, we'll take the break after some time. Please bear with me because we have the no, we have to cover. I have to show more thing to you as well. Okay, okay. So see this, the software jobs in 2022, like how jobs have evolved in last couple of years. As I said, in 1990s when the tech bubble was there, www bubble were there were many jobs. Right now we are actually solving the problems. You can take an example of credit. Okay, credit is solving the problem of credit card bills, and they are into various other businesses. So they are solving our problems because before we need to go in individual banking app, we need to pay our credit card bills, but credit is providing a feature where we need to where we can pay our all credit card bills at one place. So if I can talk about myself, I am holding like what 10 to 12 credit cards, but each and every time I was going to before I was going to each and every other app of dedicated applications such as ICICI or SBI cards or those kind of websites, the dedicated websites or applications. But now I'm just using Cred so that I can pay every card's payment at one shot. It is saving my time, it is rewarding, and it's also like less space taking because in my phone if I'll store 10 apps for 10 credit card bills, it's like not fruitful. So this kind of things also like evolving, right? You are also seeing some what similar examples in your life. Am I clear? है ना? Okay, am I clear? ठीक है, we'll take 5 second poll more. ठीक है, fine. Okay, so this is why we are learning the software engineering so that you can develop in future in this kind of particular products. Like you can also solve some products, you can also build something what is inside your brain. Okay, what do you can do anything you want. Yeah, and in the like case of COVID, okay, in the situation of COVID, where I can see the drop fall, the sharp fall in civil sector, in mechanical sector, in chemical sector, in automobile sector, but only one industry which is COVID proof is IT industry. You can work anywhere. You just need one laptop, one good connection, internet connection, and you are good to go. Okay. Okay. Pharma also, yeah. Okay, and these are the some high points of software engineering in the testing times when like every like as I said, like every other sector was declining. Only one sector, only one thing which is booming, that was software engineering, that is IT sector. And software industry is like it's suggested like you can learn it from here that it's industry like built in from principle of change. I can relate with my brother. My brother is like 6 years older than me. Okay, he started his career in .NET, but his habit was little bit poor. He was not in the mood of adapting. He learned the .NET. That's all. Right now also he is learning like he's working in .NET. I'm not saying that .NET is bad. He's earning really good amount of money. He's in the USA. My another brother is in Canada. Both of them are really earning good amount of money. But the thing is, they have not adopted right now the React or the Node or the no many like Vue.js, Knapsack, okay, DevOps. These things are meant to learn. You know, you need to learn that things. You need to just don't need to sit ideal. If you are pro in this, this nothing means that you don't learn this. It should not happen. Together it's a changing industry every day, every year you have to learn. If you are not learning, you are in trouble, you know. Yeah. So Yeah, in the COVID also you can learn online. So it's also one of the great feature where IT, why IT was were booming in that, because everybody was were at their home, and they demand the new solutions, such as Zoom was the most benefiting sector, most benefiting company in that, like online studying. Yeah, exactly, Subit. It's continuously changing, right? You need to learn that. Okay, are you will you learn from like after 5 years, if you will complete this course, will you learn something new after 5 years, or after 10 years, anything like something called as blockchain? I'm also learning right now. Blockchain is based on Node.js. So right now I'm doing pretty much good in my life. I'm doing really good, but still I'm learning. Okay, so learning should never stop. If your learning stops, your earning would stop. Okay, clear? Yes, that's the key, Sunil. We need to learn and adopt everything and learn day by day, slowly and gradually. Don't jump around. That's what I said in the beginning of the lecture. Those guys who didn't know present at the time, I'm repeating again for you. I want three commitments from you. First, that is, you learn each and everything from this class. You have to revise that. If the class is more important, you need to revise it 2 times. That's the first commitment I want. Second commitment that I want is, we learn the things from theoretical and practical way. You need to implement it on your own. You need to do R&D, that is research and development, on your own. You need to come up with more solutions for the problem. You need to ask the doubts to me. That is the third commitment. You need to ask more doubts to me, either to me or the TA after the class. They will be more than happy to help you. So if I want these three commitments from you, if you will properly give me these three things, I'm 100% sure you will end up in good product based company with good CTC, and your life would be good. Can I expect this from you? Can I expect this from everyone in this class? Okay, cool. Okay, great. ठीक है, चलो. Great energy I can see in the class. That's great. That's super awesome. Yeah, so software jobs in 2022, as I said, like most company were realized the potential of the internet in the era of multiple lockdowns. More and more companies are getting online. It can be either on banking, it could be either on online studying, or it could be anything, like. So more and more companies are going digitally because they don't have to uh, occupy a space. If I can talk about my company, like where I was working as a freelancer or as a contractor before, they had a really big building, like it was a 10 to 15 floors of building, and entire building was their own. But after covid entire thing has changed. Everybody moved home. At the like everybody is doing work from home. And the company's revenue was tremendously growing because of this. Expenses were not there. No, I'm not on Slack, people. Jesling, please be on the class. Like I think you have joined late. Please don't do that, है ना? So that you will not miss anything. Okay. Okay. So demanding this thing is really demanding and higher providing, and it will grow ultimately with good CAGR in coming years. Okay. Yeah, Justling. So we have not covered anything new today. We are just learning what is the software engineering and what the need of that. So this is the thing only we are doing right now, and we will learn the difference between front end, back end, what is back end, what is front end today. So please be uh, with me. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so there's something good thing in software engineering jobs, but there are some negative and some drawbacks in this as well. Some of drawbacks are listed here, like it has very high competition. Okay, because everyone is now learning this software engineering and coding, and they want to work in IT field. So this is a really right now it's very high of high competition, you know. And it's like evolving technology every day. You can see like many technologies have come, like you can see React, Node. They are React has come in 2015 or 2014 or 2016, I guess so. Okay, it's not pretty old. So every day there are many new technologies have come, so you need to learn that. There is another drawback. It's, although there's a good thing for us because we are curious persons, we need to learn that. Okay, but for many people this is a drawback because they don't want to learn new thing. And the obvious thing, like lack of awareness about the right technologies. Okay, those are the drawbacks of this. Okay, Nitin says, is there any candidate who other than BCA BTech will be eligible for software jobs? Nitin, I can say I have seen in re-level also. There's one guy who was passed out from 12th, and he has taken this course and he has landed up in good job. I'm not sure he has landed up in good job or not. He's right now pursuing the course, I guess so. I guess so he's right now pursuing the course. So he's really learning good things. So this course doesn't demand any kind of particular knowledge, prior knowledge, or any degree. You are good to go. Just you need to focus on the concepts. You need to clear the rounds. You need to learn the each and every concepts well. That is all is needed. Other than that, it's all is okay. Either you can be on the BCA, you can be on the BTech, you can be on BA, arts, BCom, any particular sector, that is okay. But just the thing is, you need to do properly. See, after 12th, any kid can, learn this, and he can also land up in good job. Okay, it doesn't mean that he's kid, so he will just learn this, will not land up in good job. It doesn't mean that. Google is also hiring in that way. They will not ask you your degree. They will not ask you your degrees. BTech mechanical through I'm learning backend development. That's really really amazing. Okay, Halder, Nilanjan Halder. That's really good thing. I'm really, no, I feel inspiration. Like I feel inspired seeing this kind of things, because if you can do this, anybody can do this. Okay, it's just a matter of thing that you don't excuse to yourself like you can do it or not. You are just enrolling in this course and you are learning this. That's amazing. Atesh, Spring framework is still in demand, or after this course should I switch to mean development? See, it's depend on you. Spring also has good jobs. It's based on Java, right? Those who don't know. So it's completely depend on you, or you can learn these two things entirely together, right? Because in the meantime also, like in your full time you can work on mean or Spring. In the part time you can work on another other technology. That's okay. Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's completely fine. Okay, Kinjal. So yeah, there is a break. So we'll take a break after just 5 minutes. Give me just 5 minutes. Then we'll take for 15 minutes. You can take your dinner, and you can, yeah, have your water and anything you want. Okay, is that okay? Okay. Okay, just 5 minutes more. Okay. So now we have come to the question: what is the backend development? Although we have seen in detail, like somewhat in depth, in basics from the depth, that what is backend development, but we'll discuss more in detail, like what is the, no, what is the need of this backend development, what is the server side rendering, what is the front end, and those kind of things we'll look into it. Okay. And one another thing is that we saw this website of Flipkart. Okay, so in this Flipkart we have saw we seen the logic of the login. Like we didn't see the logic actually, but we can relate it. Like if you click on the login, then it will ultimately validate your email ID and password. If it's okay, then return true, you are logged in. If not, then you will see the error. So this entire thing what I've said in English right now, you have to create it in the coding language. That is the called as backend. And what is front end? Whatever you are seeing in the screen, that is called as front end. That is it. For now, you can understand it like this. Okay. Is there any readable matter available online to prepare re-level test other than the classes? See, not specifically for the re-level classes, not so sorry, not specific to re-level test. You can focus on the many online platforms such as Lead Code, Gigs for Gigs. You can learn concepts. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. There is not a shortcut in anything. Okay, don't ask me to provide you the shortcuts. You have to learn that. That is it. Age group, age gap will afford to getting job. No, no. As I said, it will, nothing will hamper unless you have knowledge. You just need some good knowledge. That is it. Okay. Okay. We'll see one more thing right now. Just a second. I'm uploading one thing. Okay. Let me know once you can see the slide. I have uploaded one more slide for you so that we can understand one important concept, that is software life cycle. Okay. Can you see it? No. I hope it will be seen now. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. So see what is here. That is the application architecture. What is web application and what is website? We'll see. Don't worry. Just hold on for a minute. See, this is a client side that is also called as front end. This is a server, and the database side that is called as backend. Okay. So for an example, we saw in the Flipkart side. Okay. So if we are not doing anything such as blogging side, you can take an example. So in the blogging side, you can just see the screen. That is it. You cannot interact in that. That is called as entirely front end website. But in the Flipkart, you can see the content as well as you can interact in that, such as by logging in, by entering the email id, by entering your preferences in your search bar, like you want mobile phone, you want MacBook. That is it. Okay. So you can do this by searching it. That is, you are providing your input, you are interacting with the website. That is called as entire web app. This is called as web app. Okay. Web application. Okay. In web application, there is something called as client side, that is called your front end. That means whatever you are seeing it, that is called as your front end. It will include your browser. In your browser you can see this particular things. Okay. Now once you have clicked on that, after filling your email id and log password, you are clicking on the login button. Then after your part comes in the picture. Your part comes in the picture. That means your job, whatever you will learn in this particular throughout the course. You will learn these things. What in the server side, you will have this particular layers: presentation layer, application layer, persistence layer. What this layers means in detail, will see. Don't confuse for now. Don't confuse for now. You can just understand in these three layers. That is, you will process your inputs, that is the email id and the password. You will process that inside this. Okay. If the password is okay, how you will get the password is okay or not? You will fetch the existing password from the database. That means your data source. ठीक है. सो यहाँ से हम लोग डेटा को फैच करेंगे, कंपेयर करके वापस यहाँ पे रिस्पॉन्स दे देंगे. There is also called as user request and response model. Okay. So what is response request and response model? uh, Let me just include one more file. Let me just confirm once you able to see the model. I'm uploading a model. Just a second. It's uploading. Where will hashing come? Dipanshu, hashing comes in many picture. For now, many people don't know what is hashing also. Okay, so we'll not go in that. Let's just first focus on the basic and core fundamentals part. If your fundamentals are clear, you can able to get that. Yeah, Vaibhav. We'll take break. Just 1 minute more. Okay. So okay, do one thing. We'll take break now, and then after the break, we'll understand this front and back end and the previous slide in detail. That would work. Okay. I think your dinner is pending. Okay. So please take dinner. Be energetic. Yeah, 15 minutes. So right now it's 9:55 almost. We'll meet at 10:10. Okay. We will meet at 10:10. Okay. Shivam, what the thing is that you are confused? Please post it, Shivam. Okay, okay, ठीक है. So that will be all for now. We'll take break. Okay, so you can go now. Eat and drink water. Do whatever you want and come back. Yes, Mohammed, we will take care in the future. I'll not take the questions in between. Don't worry about it. That's a good suggestion, by the way. So, guys, you can go and drink and take your dinner and come back. Saqib, I have already taken my dinner. Yeah, you need to take your dinner now. Guys, am I audible? Please confirm in the chat section. Am I audible? Yes or no? Okay, cool. ठीक है. Okay, so we'll start now. Okay, so we were about to see this web app architecture. So I found more easy architecture for you. So in this, we have seen one is client, one is web server. Okay, so from the client side, you will make a request to the server side. That means for the from the login button, you made the request to the backend side. That is called as web server, also called as backend. Okay, this is also called as front end. That is called as backend. Okay, so your comes in this part, like you will request, like you will receive your data in form of ajax request or json. Okay, this ajax request, what is ajax request? Ajax request is the communication between front end to back end. Like from the front end you will receive the data in the back end through the ajax. Okay, and in the website, in the web server, like in the backend side, you will process those particular ajax request, like it's proper or not. What you have to return, you will write your logic in the backend side, then you will process those requests. Am I audible, Kunal? Anyone can confirm am I audible or not? Kunal, please refresh your browser. Please refresh your browser. Okay, so I was saying that in this backend side you will process this logic, you will write this logic in any language, but for entire course we will write this logic in the node.js. ठीक है. Okay, I think some people has some difficulties in listening to me. That is why I have switched off my camera. ठीक है, so that you can listen to my voice properly. Okay, is that okay, guys? Please confirm yes no fast. ठीक है, I think many guys can clearly listen to my voice. So please refresh your browser, guys. Those who don't get my voice. Navneet still not audible. Pankaj still not audible. How about now? Oh my God. Why you guys have some problem? Yeah, I am audible, right? Everyone, please confirm I'm audible or not. I'm creating a poll. Please. I'm audible or not? Yes, no. For 97% of people I'm audible. So people who those who not having my voice, please refresh the browser. Oh my God, what's wrong with this? Am I audible now? Am I audible now, everyone? Okay, okay, so we will start now. Okay, so I was telling you that from this front end side, from this front end or the client side, we will request from the back end. Okay, this communication will occur by the ajax call. There is called as ajax call. What is this? We'll see in detail, but for now you can assume that this is the way by which we can communicate from backend, from front end to backend. This data we will take to the backend side. In this side, we'll have written some logic from our own. Okay, and by completing this logic, we will return the HTML to the client. That is something called as web app architecture. In the every application, it will do the same. Okay, in each and every application, it will work like this way. Okay, okay. Okay. Now, now we will something see as no web. Uh, the software development life cycle. So, if you need to create any software, this life cycle has to be followed. So, for an instance, think about your home. Okay, let me add another slide. Think about your home. Okay, if you want to build your home, as I said, you will hire what, like civil engineer, your architect, and designer. Okay, they will design the things. They will create a map, and laborers will work and create this home. Okay, that was the process. Okay, now in our software development, like before we were developing our home, now we are developing our home. Okay, till now everyone is clear. Till now everyone is clear. Okay, so right now we are creating our software. Okay, so for this software we will first plan. There is something, the first step is our planning step. We will plan like what will be our main agenda of creating this software, how we will develop this particular software. We will plan that in the first step. We will analyze what kind of efforts, what kind of tools we will use, and what kind of database, what kind of deployment model we will use in particular this software, so that in future the minimalistic support we have to provide to this software. So maintenance of this would be reduced. Think about your home. Once you are your home is developed, you will get your possession, you know, you will shift in your new home. Then what your expectation is that your home should be minimalistic maintenance, like maintenance should be minimalistic. Okay, so how the maintenance should be minimalistic, that your analysis of creating this home was proper. If that task was done proper, then the maintenance would be less, because the design and all would be the up to the mark. Okay, so the same way goes in the software. First is planning, second is we have to analyze, that way that maintenance would be lesser. Clear? In the third step we will design. We'll design that like you can create like what kind of design patterns we will use, what kind of back end and front end architecture we will use. The architecture level thing will be designed in the design phase. In the fourth step, implementation, that means development phase, we will whatever we have learned, whatever we have designed, analyzed, planned, we will implement this, we will develop this in this fourth step, that is implementation step. Okay, this is our fourth step, that is implementation step. In the fifth step, that is the after we have developed our home. Okay, after we have developed our home, suppose for an example, in this particular case, in this particular case, w- huh, in this particular case, once your home is developed, once your home is developed, the engineers and the laborers will test this home, that this is the earth proof or not, this is flood proof or not. Okay, so by this they will test your home, that is this proper way developed or not. Okay, so this is how they will test it. So it's the same way, the soft in the in case of software, after the implementation of the development part, we will test our software, that is it is developed or proper or not, it is it is meeting our requirement or not. Okay, so this kind of things we will test it in the fifth step, that is testing phase. Okay, and in the sixth step, after we have developed, after we have tested the software, after we will deploy this in our live environment, we will maintain, like for an instance, if you have heard about the Facebook, then in the Facebook, in the prior stage, the feature called poking, the poke feature was there, if you guys are aware about or aware about it. Now the poke feature is not there, I think so. Okay, so this is called as, this was removed in the maintenance part. So this maintenance is nothing but you can tell the project is in the support mode right now. It's not in the development mode. For as a fresher, if you get the project in the development mode, then you are lucky. If you get the project in the no in this maintenance mode, then it's okay. You have to make the more efforts. So this software development life cycle is clear. I'm repeating again for any of those guys who have not got it properly, or the some issues with the platform. In the first step, Likewise, we are doing in our home. What we'll do in our home? In the first step, we will hire civil engineer, architect, the design person. They will design our home. They will create a map. Laborers will follow this map, create our home. Okay. The same way, in the same way, in the first step, the planning would be there. We'll plan our home like what which room where, like where will be the kitchen, where will be the bathroom, where will be the study area, where will be the temple area, or this kind of things we'll do in this planning stage. Then we'll analyze how many efforts would be there, what kind of softwares we will use, how many days would it take to develop this. In the third step, we will design the software, that what kind of design pattern we will use, what we will use in the front end, in the back end, like how they will interact, what kind of technologies we will use in the deployment model. Those kind of things will be done in this three phases. After this three phases done in our home, after they have created this map, laborers will create the home, that means the development part, the implementation part. Then we have to implement our software, then we have to test our software, and then we have to maintain our software. That means we have to integrate, like we have to add new features, remove old features, or we have to update our software. Those kind of things would be done in the maintenance stage. This is the sixth step of software life cycle. Any doubt on this? Okay, bit clear for non IT people as well. Okay, done. Yeah, update or patch the system. Yeah, fine. Okay, let's go for the, yeah. So in the back end, as I said, in this particular case, in this back end, so forget about this things as of now, because we will just focus on back end. Okay, so in this back end, as I said, we will use the Node.js. This is written as the Node.js. We will use the Node.js. Okay, so in the Node.js, what is Node.js? We'll see. So see, if you search in the Node.js, you will land up in the, let me share my screen. Confirm once it's visible, please. It is visible. No, testing part would be come on the testing part, Hariharan. Okay, my screen is visible. Okay, okay. So you have to search the Node.js. You will learn and land in this particular site. The Nodejs.org is the particular site where what is needed. You can also learn in this, like you can also read in this particular Wikipedia or particular thing, that Node.js is open source, cross platform, and backend JavaScript runtime. It is backend form of JavaScript runtime. It is runtime environment that runs on the V8 engine. So you can take the example of Chrome, you can take the example of Firefox, every good browser. Where I am also using the Brave. This is a Brave browser. This is not a Chrome. Okay? This is a Brave browser. So I'm also using this Brave browser. This is also example of V8 browser. So if you want to learn more about it, you can just Google it about it. Like what is V8 engine? What is the older browsers that were used in Internet Explorer, the Chakra browser? So okay, what those kind of things. But right now V8 is in demand. V8 engine is in demand. So we are using that, like Node.js is using V8 engine to execute JavaScript and run the web browser. Okay, outside the web browser. So these things we are using in this. Okay, now we'll come back to our slide. Manoj is okay now. It's like you can zoom in your browser, like control plus plus you can do, and you can zoom it. Okay. Okay. What is runtime environment? That is a good question. Just hold on for 2 minutes. I will make you clear. So first, just read about this. The Node.js, just the basic part. There's the basic parts, the theoretical parts. That is the Node.js is open source, cross-platform, JavaScript runtime environment. Runtime, that means that it will run your particular code. So what the thing was before that? See, after before, like prior to like 3 4 years ago, where Node.js was not in more demand, what people were using to do, like they in the backend, they will learn Java or .NET. They more the like most popular technologies for the backend. In the front end, that would be like anything like Bootstrap or jQuery, not jQuery, like Bootstrap or HTML or CSS. Those kind of things would be on the front end. Come back to now today's era. Come back to today's era. Now we are using Node.js in the backend. That is the framework of JavaScript. In the front end, we will use anything like React.js or Vue.js. This is the JS part, JavaScript part. This will be used in the backend. ठीक है? So ultimately, this is also a JavaScript. So now in today's era in 2022, if you want to be to be a full stack developer, you just need to learn JavaScript. JavaScript will take care of everything. It will, you will learn Node.js as well. You will learn the React and Node Vue.js as well through the JavaScript only. You need not to learn two entire different technologies altogether. Am I clear with this? With the only one technology, with the only one language, that is JavaScript, you can learn two things and many more. Okay? So that is the main reason why Node.js is more popular today. Am I clear? Yeah, Angular is also Angular.js. Like it's also a JavaScript thing. है ना? So what is framework? What is plugin? What is library we will use? We'll see in detail. Don't worry. Hold on for a minute. Okay. And most importantly, in the .NET or in any backend side, there is some expectation. Like first is security. Second is scalable. People will not go in detail about the Python. Okay, everything is easy, everything is tough. It's depend on you. So please focus on now what I'm teaching. Okay. So in the I'm teaching about the backend features. Like in the backend, what you need to focus. Like one first is security, second is scalable. Scalable means like altogether, if in your website or in your web application, 1 lakh users come, your application should run. It should not block. Okay. No, Deepa, Node.js is not a programming language. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime. It will provide you a runtime environment where your code would be executed. I'm explaining that only. Okay? It will create an environment where your code should execute. It will your code would be executed concurrently so that this many of users can handle all together. Node is not a programming language. You are learning JavaScript instead of other languages because JavaScript will take care of these things. See, I've taken care of this. If you learn JavaScript, you can learn Node.js, you can learn React.js, you can learn Vue.js, you can learn AngularJS, any JS you can learn through the JavaScript. That is why we are using JavaScript, and that is the main reason why Node.js is popular today, because front-end developers and back-end developers can sync and can work all together because JavaScript is the main fundamental over there. That is clear. Yeah, runtime environment, that means it will create an environment. Node will create an environment where your code would execute concurrently mean that means parallelly. So parallelly, if you're in your website, 100 users will come, your code will work in the same way. So it's more scalable, it's more suitable, it's lightweight. That is why we are that work environment, the real or that workspace, the node will provide to us. Is that clear, people? Am I clear? Okay. This is just an introduction, so don't deep dive into it. Okay. This is just a overall introduction what we have explained, what we are explaining. So okay. So Nana, which part you want me to explain? The backend part, runtime. Okay. So Nana, what Node will do? Node will uh, Node will create an environment. It is called as runtime environment where your code would be executed. It will create an environment outside of your browser. In detail, we will see practically. Don't worry about it. But for now, just understand that in the whatever we will use in the backend, just as security, authentication, authorization, scalability, the productivity, all those particular kind of things we will use, and all together we will develop in the Node.js by using this runtime environment. If you just install Node.js, you can use this runtime. And let me just show you what I mean by this. Mm-mm-mm. Node.js runtime. Okay, see what is JS runtime. So JavaScript runtime refers to you can see my screen, right, people? No? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Okay. So I have searched about Node.js runtime. So what is JS runtime? That means JavaScript runtime refers to where your JavaScript code is executed. Like as I said about this environment, this will not be visible. As I say, my screen is visible right now. Okay. So as I mentioned, JavaScript. So well, you can see something like this. It is creating a runtime. It is creating an environment. It is called as Node.js environment or runtime environment. Also, you can say runtime environment. Okay. So where your JavaScript code is executed. So your code will be executed in this. This is what I'm saying repeatedly. Okay. Where you run it. JavaScript can be executed on Google Chrome, in which case your JavaScript runtime is V8. If you're on Mozilla, that's your SpiderMonkey, IE, then Chakra, and Node, it's V8. So what does this mean? What does this line means? I did it, but I guess so you had not uh, focused much. See, every browser has its own runtime. Google has its own runtime called V8. Then the Mozilla has its own runtime called the SpiderMonkey. Internet Explorer, which although it's dead now, but it had a Chakra. Okay, Edge is also somewhat similar to V8. It also internally use Brave. I'm using Brave browser. It also using V8. Okay, so Node, in case of Node also it's V8. So this is called as runtime. This is runtime. Your code would executed in this outside of your browser. That is called as your JavaScript runtime, Node.js runtime or Node runtime environment. Am I clear with this now? Just a second. Okay, am I clear with this now? Okay. Okay, yeah, you're welcome, Nana. Node.js is not a pure OP language. Those who don't know OP, please hold on for a minute. Hold on for a lecture. Like we'll entirely deep down in this. Just like a compiler. Yeah, we can say. We can say. Okay. Okay. So let's move further. Okay. So as I already mentioned, what is the roles and responsibility of BE engineer? That is backend engineer. Okay. So backend developers will develop the structure of server side information. Okay. Then we'll write the business logic, we'll write the scripts, we'll write the APIs, that is application programming interfaces, that will eventually be utilized by front end, the engineers, and UI engineers. What is the API? The API is nothing but, if I will say, it will do your job, it will do your task. So suppose you will tell your brother, your little brother, that hey, go to the grocery store and bring me the Cadbury. Okay, you will tell your brother, do this task. So this is the example of API. You will tell your API that bring me this thing. Your API will go in the backend. It will fetch particular thing. It will work on this business logic. Based on this business logic, server side scripts, it will fetch the data and it will give to you. This is you. This is your little brother. That is nothing but your API. So you will ask your API to do the task. It will go and it will fetch the particular thing and it will give you back. That is called as API. That is application programming interface. That is called as something called as interface. It is the intermediate thing to you and to your particular task. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is right. Partially it's right. Okay, everyone. Yeah, it's between front end and back end, not entirely, because API will develop in back end. Okay, but you can assume like this, you can understand something like this. Will Which Node.js should we download? Other Windows installer or Windows binary? You can download anything. Ultimately it will do your job. If you do like in your zip file, inside your zip file it will be your installation file only. Okay, so you can do anything you want. And your backend engineer's primary focus is to define and maintain the central databases. Like your database, you have to maintain your database, and you have to make sure that it should be a high performance and responsive request to the your front end. So that is your job, this is your roles and responsibilities. That is what we will learn in this entire course eventually. Okay. Atish says JavaScript was a web-based language, but Node.js can also be used to code for console based app. See, to be honest, I have not seen anything like console based app through the Node.js, but I'm sure we. I don't think so. We can develop it. I'm not particularly sure about it. I'll get back to you on this because I have not explored in this console based app, because I don't think so. No one will use this console based app right now. Who will use it? Okay. What does API contain? JavaScript code. Yeah, it will contain JavaScript code if we are using Node.js. Okay. So in the JavaScript code, it will particularly accept the input, it will process, and it will do this business logic, what we have seen. Okay. Through this business logic, it will communicate to the database side. This is called the database side. It will communicate to this. It will fetch the data. Again, it will verify the business logic and it will return us the required output. यहाँ तक people, are you with me? Do we use JSON or XML? We'll use JSON for API. Everyone, please, I'm creating a poll. Please participate in that and let me know you clear with this or not. I want answer from everybody. Everybody. And those who have some problem or doubt, please post in the comment section. So API. Okay. So Nana, API means what I've said, like API means application programming interface. It is the interface between your application. Your front end will interact to you like the backend with the API. It will call your API. Okay, it will call your API. Like in this case, this is the API. This is your front end. Then your front end will call the API. The API will do its process. It will also interact with the DB if it's needed. Then DB will interact, like DB will give the data to the API. API will process it. Okay, API will process it and it will give the output to again to the front end. So API is something called as like your main heart and soul. Navin, which particular part you want me to repeat, please? Nana, you got my point. Okay, okay, thank you, Nana. Naveen, for you, please, if you want me to anything to repeat, please post in the comment section. Yeah, thank you. Rivar says UX. UX, what do you mean by UX? Like UI UX, you mean? That's another topic, another day's topic. So we are creating an API using Node.js. Yes, 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 exactly, exactly. We'll create the API using Node.js. Exactly. We'll deploy Node.js also, right? Yeah, we will deploy it. Last one plus, Naveen, please, can you be specific? I just want a topic, please. If you can do this for me. Okay. API. Okay, I'm repeating API again. Okay. So this is your API which is written in Node.js. ठीक है, your front end will call the API. ठीक है नवीन, जो भी आपका फ्रंट एंड होगा वो आपकी एपीआई को कॉल करेगा. योर एपीआई विल कॉल डीबी इफ नीडेड. अगर इफ यू वांट सम डेटा देन यू कैन कॉल द डीबी थ्रू द एपीआई ओनली. थ्रू द फ्रंट एंड यू कैन नॉट कॉल डीबी. ठीक है, देयर इज सम मैनर इन दैट. ठीक है, so db will ultimately return the data to your api, and in the api again you will process the data based on what you have received in the front end from the db as well. ठीक है, and then you will ultimately return the data to the front end, that will be your html. ठीक है, that is the whole purpose of this api. It means like processing purpose of this api. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Rahul, it will be little bit theoretical. That is why you are feeling like this. But the fundamental and core things is needed. ठीक है, Rahul? That is why we are learning this. Priyanshu will explain with the practical. We'll develop the entire API with the whole specification in e-commerce application, and also after some lectures, because right now we are just dealing with the introduction of it. Okay, so bear with me if it's bit theoretical then. ठीक है, okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, so we'll move further, and what will be the common roles? ठीक है, so what your common roles would be to understanding of JavaScript, the HTML, CSS, Node.js, the ES250. That means ES means the ECMAScript. ठीक है, this ES means ECMAScript. ES6, it's called ES6. ठीक है, and jQuery. ES6 is nothing but the JavaScript concepts. See, every year, every 2 3 years, they will in the US, in the European country, there is group called ECMA. Let me share my screen. You can also read a bit about it in after this lecture. But see, I'll just brief you about it. ECMA script. Okay. See, ECMA script is a JavaScript standard meant to ensure the incorporative web app different browsers. See, this is the group. This is called as ECMA International. Okay. ECMA International is a group. After some time they will publish some rules and regulations of JavaScript. We have to implement in our code. Okay, so that we can reduce our code lines, and code readability would be improved, because code should be more readable also. It's for ES6 is for the maintenance and for the development of JavaScript. Okay, this is a group which will maintain the internal things of JavaScript. Only Node.js is cover or pure JS is cover? Pure JS is cover, because without the pure JS you cannot understand Node.js also. You cannot understand React also. Okay? Till now, am I clear? Everyone? Okay? I'm clearing the poll. I'm creating the poll. Please post in this. Am I clear with this? Okay. Okay. Thank you. It's 100%. So I'm assuming you are clear with this. Okay? And you have to write the clean code. That is the most important thing, and maintainable code. Now see, can you understand the concept? We had seen in this sixth part. What was the sixth part? That was the maintenance. Okay, so you have to write the code so that everyone can understand from it. Okay, that is why we are learning this theory, because you can implement it on your practical. Okay, Rahul? Okay, okay, cool. And what skills is required? You need to understand the express.js. We will learn also SQL and NoSQL. In the SQL side we will learn MySQL. In the NoSQL thing we will learn MongoDB. Okay, in the JS we learn entire JS. That means it will include the React, Node, and many other concepts and additional libraries. and frameworks also we'll learn. So we learn this kind of things in our entire project. Okay, and what tools is required? It required Notepad, VS Code, Atom, Eclipse. These are the tools, but for now we'll just need these two things: Notepad and VS Code. So in the next lecture, by the time of next lecture, please try to install this Notepad plus plus and VS Code. You just need to go in the Google and search about the VS Code. Select whatever version you have. Like if you are using Mac, then you have to use yeah, then you have to install the Mac version of the VS Code. Either you have to install the Windows, or else we will install in our what in our session only when it's needed. For the couple of classes it will not be needed of that much of time, but if you have some more time, then you can install this. Okay, otherwise we will install in our class, don't worry. Okay, yeah, DSA using JS means like it, yeah, it will be covered. Yeah, tree till DP, yeah, all the concepts is covered, Satvik. DS from the basics, from the core, it will be covered, don't worry. Okay, and skills and tools needed for backend development. So although we have seen all the things, but let's just revise that. The programming skills, that means you have to write the clean code, that will be your code should be maintainable, and you have to execute the logic of the program in a scripting language such as JavaScript. So for now we will use JavaScript to write the code of the backend. In the database side, we have not used it, but we will use MySQL and NoSQL. In the NoSQL side, we will use Mongo. In the SQL side, we will use MySQL. Okay, database like MongoDB we will use, that there are more simpler, and database like MySQL that are more prominent, that is used in our backend development journey. Okay, and web services. So web services is like APIs. Okay, so all modern web apps integrated with payments, social media networks, etc. So we will integrate this and we will develop this in our e-commerce site. Okay, and we will develop the APIs. We will develop more like number of APIs in our project and then in our actual coding styles. Do we have to install any extensions on VS Code or there? No, 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 as of now, no. Okay, now how to become the backend engineer? So how to become the good backend engineer? Because there are many backend engineers, those are not good developers, those are not good developers. So you have to focus on the excellence, like good thing. Okay, database design, you should know structure, implementation, come up with new ideas. You have to think out of the box. Okay, you have to make the query of the database like it's safe and scalable. Then keep up with the current background trends. As for an example, like it's the Node.js or the React.js or those kind of things, you are going to learn these things. And creating the architecture of the backend, make sure the proper cross-platform implementation, then creating the technical things, and you have to write all together. Yeah, this is the most important thing: work together in the architecture, integrate the design features. So whichever after the implementation, if I will say that you need, so if you have developed your software. Okay, now if I'll tell you that I need this feature, then this feature should take minimum time to fit in this, because I need to fit this into this. So it should take minimum time. That's you need to develop the software in that way. That is the more your art, that is your art. Okay, that is your skill. Okay, okay, now uh okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the most important thing. There is the interview process of backend openings in the industry. How should you improve, and how should prepare yourself, and how the industry thinks taking interviews like Paytm, CRAD, Microsoft, Google, Meta, uh, Walmart, many companies are there. But till now, you are with me, and how, what kind of things you are feeling right now? Are you excited in learning in this, or you have some any doubt, or you want me to pace down myself, or what the things are there? You understanding my way of teaching? Okay, okay, yeah. Don't be nervous. Just be yourself and learn. That is it. Ask more and more doubts. That is it. That is the need of an hour. Okay. Okay. So the first and foremost thing while interviewing process is like initial round would be your technical screening. This would include the DSA and your past projects. Like you have to mention in the resume for the past backend projects that you did. Yeah, okay. You have to mention in that. We'll develop 4 projects that we will show you in the future. Like I'll show in the next slide. Okay. The coding question is typically in the easy and medium level, such as you have to practice from lead code, as I said, lead code or gigs for gigs. Okay. While discussing the projects, the basic question is related to, like they will ask you the question related to your project only. Okay. Whatever you have, you will return, you will write in your resume. They will ask the question on the basis of that only. So you have to make sure that your GitHub profile should be up to date, your LinkedIn should be up to date, your projects should be mentioned. So these are the things that you need to be take care of. Your lead code, you have to solve more and more problems in your lead code so that you can mention the lead code profile in your resume. Okay. Then after you clear your first round, then your second round would be your coding round. In the coding round, that would be a DSA based question. That's 1 or 2 question coding question. That's the same way in the re-level test. Also you will face these kind of problems. The difficulty levels are easy to medium, but sometimes they will also ask the hard questions as well. ठीक है? Also, Deed Code is a website, okay, for the DSA practice questions. Okay, we'll learn and we'll first learn about DSA. We'll practice that in our class, and we'll practice from the lead code. Okay. Then after your DB round, okay, this will be your like test knowledge of the SQL, like how you are querying your SQL, how you are designing your database, how efficient is your database, how more space you are occupying in comparing thing to know developing to the database. So these kind of things you will have to take care of, and they will also ask you the right to write the query so that your time complexity, space complexity, your joins, your aggregations would be more clear in this. Then your behavior round, that will be more your HR round. But if you are clear with this rounds, then this will be not be this will be a piece of cake for you. Okay, so it will like basic soft skills such as team skills, leadership qualities, strength and weaknesses, etc. So this kind of things that is being done in your interview. Okay. Okay. Now what will be the our flow of this course, how we will go in this particular course. So first I will explain you the programming fundamentals. We will go in detail with the every concepts that is needed to understand this course. Okay, so it will help you to get ready for the course. Then we'll develop the e-commerce website practically. You can also put down this website in your GitHub profile. Okay, that will be creating a lot of impact. Then we'll develop the CRM application, and followed by the movie booking application. We'll develop it by end to end from the scratch. We will develop it. Okay, clear? Where's the DSA part? DSA part will be in the programming fundamentals. Okay, clear? Okay. And along with these things, we'll also learn these things like resume preparation, interview readiness, system design, D-level test preparation, data structure and algorithm, that is DSA, then database things and computer fundamentals. That is the list that we'll learn. Next thing is about the re-level test. That is, you have to first book your test, take your test, interview with companies and get hired. Now how you should take the test, that is like in your test these skills are required. That is programming fundamentals, that is our first module. The DSA, that is also needed in this, React and Node. Okay, this will be not learning HTML, CSS and React. Okay. Okay. Now, in your phase one, in your examination in your phase one, it will be asked you to your basics such as your networking skills or the basic concepts about the computer things. Okay, it will have the 100 marks, access to algorithms. It will have a DSA questions, 1 or 2 questions will be there. It will be you have to evaluate that from the 200 marks. It will be your easy to medium level. Okay, out of this 300 marks you should score 150 plus mark to qualify for the phase 2. In the phase 2 you have to build your backend. This creation of front end, I'm not sure it's there or not. Okay, I will ask this, but I think it should not be there. will still ask this to the team, and you have to face the interview. Okay. Do we have any negative marking? I don't think so. No, you will not have, but still we have to confirm that before that, prior to the test. Will perform advanced function while developing application in short level of project from beginner to what level? It will be intermediate to pro level. Okay, it will not be the basic level. Okay, because we'll develop JW tokens, and there are those and many advanced concepts that will be developed in our application. So don't worry about it. So cloud-based deployment and code maintenance will be covered. Yes, it will be covered. Optimizer code, definitely it should cover. If it's not, it should cover. It will be covered for sure. Okay. Now 500. I'm not sure about this. Negative marking. It's not there. Past part instead of front end. I don't. I don't think so. The front end would be there, but still I'll ask him. And 500, like I'm not aware about the like current marking criteria. If 500, 300 is increased to 500 or not. Okay, and we'll ask that. Okay, so many of people are telling the 500 plus, so it will be for that. And negative marking is also there. Someone is telling. Okay, I was not aware about it. Okay. Okay. So up to these things. So don't worry about this. See, if you are booking the reliever test, then prior to booking the test, you will get to know entire thing. This could be 500, 700, or 1000 as well. Okay, it will not creating any impact. Before giving the test, just read about this. That is it. Simple. Okay. Okay. So you can ask me anything if you want. Any doubt in today's lecture? And I'm also creating, okay, how we can contact TA. Okay, so after the class, you will contact the re-level team. They will get associated to any of the TA. They will help you. Okay. Okay, can you suggest to book check out JavaScript? Book to check out JavaScript. I'm not getting it, Subrajit. Okay, thank you, Priyanshu. Great session. Yeah, thank you. I'm creating a poll. Based on your experience, please, if you study well, like if you have understood the concept, please click on true or otherwise false. It's 15 minutes poll. Okay. Will we learn operating system somewhat? No, not entire operating system, Dibyanta, but we will learn the what is required. Okay, don't worry about it. What is going to prepare us for the interview? Everything which is required. Okay, everything which can be asked that we are feeling that you need to know. Okay, that entire thing will be covered. See, the most important thing is DSA. Okay, so it's a win-win situation for you because DSA is the most crucial concepts because it's logic, right? Book to study JS. Yeah, you can study JS, Divanshu. A book. Okay. Okay. So you want me to suggest a book for study JS? Okay. So I will not prefer a book because book would be much more older fashion. I will rather tell you to watch some good videos or read from the JavaScript documentation. Read documentation. I will also teach you how to read documentation because everything you will not get in your ready-made format in your videos or so. So I'll also teach you how to read from documentation. Don't worry about it. There are books, there are many books, but I will not prefer you to read the books for JavaScript. Either you can read the concepts and blocks, or you can watch like you can read from the many websites or documentation, but not book because book would be much older. It will not have up-to-date information. Okay, yeah, thank you, Manoj. You should do it. Okay. Should we create a WhatsApp uh, group calls? Much not. I'm not aware about it. Like I'm not part of Slack or WhatsApp. Sure, to be honest, you have to ask team for that. W3 schools would be the best website. Yeah, for beginners. Perfect. Kunal. Full form of DSA. Are Daljit Singh Rana. Uh, DSA is for data data structure and algorithms, but I'm not sure like what. I think you have joined late. Yeah. So you have missed your class, then you need to watch the recordings. Okay. Okay. Sir, we are expecting 100% advanced level from your side so that we could understand the entire concept clear the test. Sir, please give us much as yeah. To be honest, I will put my 200% in this particular training. Don't worry about it. Take it. Just focus on what we am teaching and learn from learn from your own self also. Like as I said, like do R&D. That is all. Okay, that is the key. Okay. Okay. So that is all for today, and we'll meet uh at Friday. Okay. Cool. Everybody. Okay. So on that note, goodbye and good night. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. Bye.